Hello everyone. So, how was your Sunday? How you make your day productive? I thought I should interact with you a few minutes. So, let me first wish you a very happy National Youth Day or a birth anniversary of Vivekanand, one who give a direction to youth how you should go in life and lead a life. A powerful quotation by Swami Vivekananda is: take a risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. A very powerful quotations which fit us on aspirant life and also on other life. So let's have a recap of today's editorial. Covering with the front page about the Congress trade bribes of CM candidate, three more bodies retrieved from flood Assam mine. Second one is about the BJP attempting the large scale voter in New Delhi app. Many trapped as waiting hall collapse at Kannauj section. Actually, I have covered the whole some front page news, which if I cover, if I think this will be important, so I will cover it. But you have just it is just for the one like one shot. If you see what news is where in the front row, if anything is important. So third one is about the Kolkata, second global list cities with slowest traffic in Bangalore. And trade union slam LTCO remarks on 90 hour of work, that was very viral during the yesterday's post and also tomorrow yesterday post and also the today about. And fourth one is about the National Museum in Delhi to display. Fifth page is covering the IT. There are many science editorials. There are many science packed. Today's the Sunday's page is about the full of science. So the today's videos might be longer. So just enjoy the interesting facts and have some patience. I will cover within 50 minutes. Make sure that don't left any article that is important. So meta submitting down fact checkers about the gene editing tool to use. Eighth one is about the groundwater contamination in India. Ninth one is about the civil operators, the small corner news that I'm just covering here. And the yesterday article that today the occasion of the youth day I've already covered. So but I just have added also to give a small summary of yesterday editorial. And last one is just on concluding the fact with that. So let's start with the front row. So the AAP BJP Congress trade barbs over the choice of CM candidate. So Delhi, three major political parties going to contest: Aam Aadmi Party, BJP and Congress. On Saturday crossed the sword over the choice of ministerial candidate for assembly election scheduled on Feb 5. Going to be on Feb 5. And the AAP national convener Arvind Kejriwal fired the first volley by saying that sources have told him that BJP has picked the former South Delhi MP Ramesh Biduri, who is contesting from Kalkaji against CM Atishi as its chief minister. So BJP has elected the candidate name MP Ramesh Biduri from Kalkaji against CM Minister Chief Atishi. So in the response, senior BJP leader and Union Minister Amit Shah, addressing a national capital, said, "Who is Kejriwal to announce our CM face?" Because there was a controversial issues that there is a no objective of BJP. They don't have any CM face. So just they are like they are just criticizing their controversial phases about the Kejriwal to who is to announce the CM face. Like AAP chiefs Kejriwal has Supreme granted the bail last year. He was also got, you already know about the, he was granted a bail last year for liquid policy and also in the corruption cases. So the vision for city is that its poll campaign repeatedly attacking the Delhi main objective. Its position party BJP CM by the opposition party that BJP is not declaring the CM phase. So the BJP responded that in due course of time. So the Mr. Kejriwal doubled down the attacks against BJP, challenging sent to chief CM candidate for public debate for their vision for the national capital. So the Delhi BJP president is Virendra Sachdeva. Uh, Termed the former CM's claim about the Mr. Viduri an absolute lie. That's all. The BJP candidate, our chief ministerial candidates, that he tell that our CM will be the main ministerial candidates. So there's a controversy was the who is the CM face, and finally the BJP is revealing the face CM face. Next, moving to the three more bodies from the flooded Assam mine. Already there was 8 bodies here. 8% got stuck, in which one is killed, 3 got found, and still 5 is missing from that. This happens in the Hasao district of Assam. And the body from worker from Nepal was recovered on the Wednesday. Authorities continued to the pump from the nearby mines. Already the case is continuing from last 2 to 3 days. 3 persons whose name was, first one is the already he was killed. Second one is the Legion Magar 27 of Kalamati village, Khushi Mohan Rai 57 from the Fakiram in Korazhar district, Western Assam, and Syed Ghori 37 of Sanipur district in other central Assam. So the body of Ganga Suresh 38, a resident of Udaipur district, and that was killed was the Ganga name will not asked. I'm just giving that individual name that was mentioned. I'm just recalling that. So there is a 5 miners are still trapped at 90 meters. 90-meter pit continue for 5th day, and Dimsa Hasao district, that Simata Kumar said. So the water is leveled down to the 50 meters, draining about to 2.43 lakh liters per hour. So there's 3 abandoned mines nearby, and all will ill-fated mine. So let's moving to the next page. Is about not next page, the front row page. BJP attending the enroll figure was same about the same election editorials about the New Delhi app. They were BJP enrolled fake voters. The already this case was mentioned that giving controversial views about that there is a fake voter. So the app was saying that there was a this is a questions to the chief elections that they are not properly maintaining their duties. It means that already they are just claiming each other. So the fake applications brought, it means that BJP voters, several voters general applications were using the residential address of BJP leaders, and the basement across the New Delhi constituency was said or filed registered to the 33 voters from the official MP residence occupied by the BJP candidates who vacated the home after his term ended. After from the 2-bedroom flat 212 VP houses, applicants have been made 24 voter registrations, where it is absurd of the rigged deliberation manipulation, Mr. Singh said. Just continuing to this, trapped at a waiting hall collapse at a Kannauj station. Here there is a collapse of building of waiting halls at a Kannauj railway station. Nothing more important, just local news, but maybe can ask where this, which operation, rescue operation will held there, and which ministry comes, like which held launched by disaster and response force, SDRF, and the government railway force, GRP, railway protection force, PRF, and district administration. Here is the name that was rescuing the operations launched by state disaster response. So DM is Subrat Kumar Sukal said. So here is about the Tamil Nadu case. 7 special courts set up to hear the sexual assault case, and basically there was the governor RN Ravi in the assembly, and the court places would send our places including Madurai. 7 special courts which comes under like Tirunelveli, Coimbatore, Salem, Trichy, Chennai comes under the 7 special courts that would hear the pertaining to sexual assault. And there is a amendment bill also come. Earlier the assembly passed the criminal amendment bill about the prohibition of harassment of amendment bill 2025, and it's here about the there is a minimum of 14 years of rigorous imprisonment for rape, convict up and president for 10 years. And if the rapist is a member of a police force, it seeks to double the minimum rigorous of imprisonment of 10 years. And if the rape victim girl age below the 12, the bill cases for life term and death penalty and a minimum and maximum nourishment respectively. So next, moving to the Kolkata, the second global cities in the with world slowest traffic. Bangalore is the third. Here's the data from the congested city of in which Kolkata, Bangalore, Hyderabad was under the top 20 globally cities, taking the 18th spot. And it was launched according to the report of the drivers. The city spent average 34 minutes. It was the latest survey by Netherlands-based location technology from TomTom said that the average of 34 minutes 33 seconds travel 10 minutes. Kolkata was followed by Bangalore. Drivers spent 34 minutes in 34 minutes in 22 seconds for 10 kilometer. Pune finished the third to travel the 33 minutes 22 seconds for same distance for 10 kilometer. And the Hyderabad, these cities are in global top 5. Hyderabad 31.5 was another Indian city top 20 globally, taking 18th spot. So the Bangalore city after that in Colombia took the top spot in, and London 33 minutes 70 second round of the top 5 of ranking. But the 110-11 hours were lost per year during traffic in Hyderabad, 117 hour in Bangalore, 108 hour in Pune. So basically Kolkata, Bangalore, Pune, where comes where the 117 hour in Bangalore, 108 hour in Pune and 85 hour in Hyderabad. The times were used in these traffic conditions. Chennai was 31st in the list with drivers spending 30 minutes. Areas with the highest congestion is Hyderabad, Amarpet, Khairad, Eragada, Balanagar comparatively. So here's the most viral about the L&T CEO remarks that the 90 hours of work week. Here's about the policies against the principle of human dignity that foundation of DTF and an affiliate of Rashtriya RSS works that field of social and economic. Larsen and Toubro chairperson. L&T's Larsen and Toubro chairperson. Subramanian advocacy 90-hour week in cabinet deputy says such policy contradicts the principle of quality of life and human dignity in a fundamental society. It seems that there is a raw competition among the corporate messiahs to rinse the blood and sweat of the Indian workers. Only the corporate life is very like they just taking the blood and sweat of the Indian workers. They just there is a human dignity and principle, the fundamental rights, fundamental to the progressive society. This against the human dignity. There are many controversy, like many comments were come from the societies, include the men right activists, many in India, developed nations like N.R. Narayan is already increasing the working hour from 70 hours through a statutory measures. So the statement was just very contradicted by everyone. Fourth one is the new National Museum to display an artifacts in chronological thematic order. Here about said by the draft proposed by the Union Consideration of Union Cultural Ministry. North Block, which is likely to be first one building where retrofitting completed, while the South Block is likely to have theme based. So India signed a memorandum of understanding with France. The line of Louvre in Paris. The museum will develop through the adaptive reuse in the collaboration with France, and expertise in such projects exemplified by the Grand Place and Hotel de Maryline. This approach mirrors the France Grants project that initiate the government building into iconic cultural species. So here is about 50 sections with each 5 to 6 rooms, ties with 250 galleries in total. So it is based on different subjects like architecture, art. This would also be the galleries with augmented reality, educational theater, children corners. So there is a 2 lakh 6,000 artifacts. The North Block houses the Ministry of Finance and Home Affairs, blocks the houses of Prime Minister and Defense Affairs. The Common Central Building, CCS building on Janpath as a part of Visitor Plan. A new museum has been named is Yugin Bharat. Just remember this name. What was the name of the new museum? What is the name of new museum? Is Yugin Bharat, and it will estimated about the 25 to 30,000 artifacts and expected to be largest such museum in the world when completed. This is an ongoing the museum is ongoing. It will be National Museum of total about the 7,000 to 8,000 are on a display. These are all museums across the country where they are welcome and we can temporary basis of keep. So moving to the next, all the science based today is the science based news is a lot, so I covered only 2 and 3 of them. But what are the new innovations by the IIT Roorkee, how to degrade the plasticizers, and also the environment based facts. So here beside the plastic, the amount of carcinogenic in plastic, let me just put that piece so that we'll just give that important terms that I have already marked. So the plasticizers at alarming rate, and here the flexibility and sign are commonly around items such as baby toys, soaps, sorry, and foods and toys is absorbed through the toys food container. Plasticizers can be absorbed through the skin and making a direct threat to human health. So here it was Department of Bioscience and Bioengineering. Here's the Department of Bioscience and Bioengineering, IIT Roorkee, has successfully used an enzyme, estrase enzyme. Estrase enzyme produced by soil bacteria Sulfobacillus. Here it is written. The bacteria to break down the diethyl hexyl phthalate DEHP plasticizer. So the Chinese team has characterized these enzymes to degrade a lower molecular of weight phthalate diester plasticizers, which can be degraded by several enzymes. Reported by IIT Roorkee team has identified actual potential. So the high molecular weight actually the phthalate plasticizer, it is difficult. The research was found that it's difficult to degrade. So the it can bind, the group that also discovered that estrase enzyme can bind the molecules similar to the polypropylene used in plastics, making a potential tool for extracting the polypropylene from the contaminated water sources. So here the esterase enzyme was structurally characterized using X-ray crystallography. This helped in identifying the active sites of enzyme, understanding the detailed mechanism by which enzyme degrade the DHP plasticizer. So here the esterase enzymes remain active for about a month and catalyzes the degradation of DHP plasticizer with significant efficiency. And for large scale production of this enzyme, the researcher cloned the genes of ESTI esterase enzyme E. coli bacteria, and enzyme was produced on a large scale through aerobic culture. Through aerobic culture, we are just creating more and more genes of EST S1 esterase. So the enzyme breaks the DHP plasticizer. The enzyme breaks the DHP plasticizer into two product. Mono 2-ethyl hexyl phthalate, MEPH, MEHP, and 2-ethyl hexanol. So according to the professor, the esterase enzyme along with other enzyme can identify with a group previously can convert high molecular weight phthalate plasticizer into, and what it does that into water and carbon dioxide, CO2. So one of the most pressing environmental challenges is like promising a path toward a plasticizer free future says. So here the Dr. Kumar says the other researcher involved, like in 2017 already a team of isolated another soil bacteria is Cocomonas testroni that break down the phthalates produced by DHP degradation to CO2 and water. In a lab research used for enzyme sequence of DHP already in 2017 was produced DHP to carbon and carbon dioxide and water and used in lab enzyme, and in sequence first it break down DHP into MEHP and 2-ethyl hexanol using the esterase enzyme, then degraded the phthalate using another enzyme. Phthalate is then converted into intermediate compound phthalate dioxygenase, and the intermediate compound of this step is converted into the protocatetoate actually it's tough to pronounce is like protocatetoate and by the enzyme phthalate decarboxylase. Once the protocatetoate is produced, tricarboxylase TCA cycle of bacteria converts into CO2 and water, while the esterase enzyme is used for breaking down DHP into MEHP and 2-ethyl hexanol from Sulfobacillus acidophilus bacteria. Here it is mentioned, and used in sequence of Comonas testroni bacteria. In lab we have tried like enzyme bacteria to convert DPH plasticizer into water and CO2. Here putting all 5 enzymes into bacteria will speed up the degradation process, not only because enzymes will sequentially but also but also because enzyme will sequentially degradation of enzyme a non issue of the enzyme interested, and bacteria will be no enzyme no longer can use continuously for degrading the plasticizum active for a longer time and get degraded. So we are also understanding enzyme engineering speed up the degradations of the process inside bacteria. So just concluding here, moving to the next one. Why meta is shutting? Before that, one more science fact. Let's just let me cover the putting the gene editing tool to use. Here's it is about the gene editing involves changing the DNA sequence using a specific enzyme, like first cutting the DNA at a precise location, and thus permitting the removal and addition, cutting at specific location, and then removal addition or replacement of genetic information within the gene. So here, in earlier days, what we do, if we want to modify the message in DNA to a desired function, it involved two enzymes, like one to cut a DNA at a specific site and another to help the insert desired genetic enzyme. While such twin enzyme method worked, they were laborious. So when Dr. Jennifer Doudna of University California, Berkeley, US, Emmanuel Carpentier, University of Germany, with a double action gene modification known as CRISPR, so it's CRIPSR. So there was a gene modification method called CRIPSR. I'm just mentioning here. Gene across the protein 9 cuts the DNA at a specific location. So Cas9, and this CAPIS stand for cluster regulatory spaced short palindromic repeats, and Cas9, which stand for CRISPR associated protein 9, cuts the DNA at strand specific location, creating a gap that can fill with new DNA. So Doudna and Carpentier shared a Nobel Prize in 2012 for this. However, the Professor Feng Zhang, who was then at Southern California University, published paper showed that genome engineering using CRISPR-Cas9 system. So that published a paper was not included as third scientist by Nobel Committee, and he then went ahead, obtained a patent and moved to Boston, where he works, and patent is owned today by MIT Harvard University, called Broad Institute, which uses a Cas9 system. Society for Application uses the mouse model for cancer. Identifying genes where that make cancer drug ineffective and response to pertaining training. So here it was about the how to use Cas9, Cas12, Cas13 for targeting the plant's genome. So it increased their sweetness with no loss weight. So benefits of that, IP was granted a local patent of Indian researcher to use a CRISPR only for the academic purposes and rural, and thus still left classical. So here's about the high precision method to correct inheritance of mutant cells, nature complications, make retinal cells showed missing protein, and tissues and other cell types of body. So the today that I left about the why Meta is shutting down the fact checkers. What is implementing content moderation? What role did the fast fact checkers play during the COVID-19 pandemic, and how fact check having communities responded to Zuckerberg announcement, and when policy is likely to implement it? How did the Meta fact get into checking? Like in 2016, the US president elections result were out at Meta, known as Facebook. As Facebook faced a backlash for amplifying politic posts that helped political post for amplifying political posts help in editing helped tilt the election in favor of US President Donald Trump. To build back its reputation, Facebook roped in content moderators globally and developed a technology to filter harmful content. So the Meta started an independent fact checking program in the partnership with the International Fact Checking Standard Network, IFCN. Over time, Meta became the largest donor to IFCN. So here the thread Meta followed up the actions, informed users, and took beyond. Partner organization worked across Meta, carry out search, party false, quantitative, and rare and content qualitative skills as a false, altered party false, missing context, IFSN state factor check policy. With income Meta third fact checking program and grants remains that 68% fact checking, whereas one is 6.6% for employee and 31 for more people. So why there is a need of fact checker? Because fact checker play an important role in finding the false and misleading contents promoted to the social times by foreign regimes and COVID-19 by collecting misinformation on social platforms. Rare content on Meta is false and altered. If the key information is missing, then content statical. Meta might poorly fake the fact checker and unable to hit the penalties and monetize their content only to turn their content to news page. So what are the steps taken, like relying the fact checkers? Meta set up oversight board to educate the cases, penalties. Vision board heard a serious content violation cases, made binding decisions. So recommended the surface across Instagram and Threads, that nothing that it was apps to be great experience for all. So there was a Joel Kalpan, Meta chief, performed the get rid of number of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender identity on subject of frequent rights set on for. Also, community note that there was content of moderation system called community notes under the modern state of centralized taking action against the like misinformation, user workers together to add additional context that will appear under false, blatantly illegal content. So now the Meta will be shutting down the fact checkers. Why? There was a reasons that why there is a need of fact checker. What are other steps taken by the Meta? Why is the community notes? And what is the significance of new policy? Basically, so there is a stance came at time when new Trump administration takes a charge. The new CEOs deemed with a president-elect at his Mar-a-Lago resort in November to repair the fraught relationship. He publicly praised the Mr. Trump conduct after former president survived assassination attempt. In this video clip, Zuckerberg referred the 2024 election as a cultural tipping point and committed to restoring free expression across Meta platforms. In the essence, he was aligning his values with new conservations government by making a clean break from old one, while the plan to end a fact-checking program 2025 applies only to US. It only apply to US. There are similar programs. Meta is running more than 100 countries. And some of these countries are highly vulnerable misinformation that spurs political instability, election interference, mob violence, and even genocides. The Meta decided to stop program worldwide. It almost certain to result in a real world harm in any places. I have sent it open letter. So there is a Meta fact checking, but not in all countries. It is only for US. Other there was, because it created a mob violence, like uh, political turmoils. There's a lot of misinformations regarding the on this platform. So there was a fact checker of it. Already discussed. Ninth one is about the, so this groundwater contamination high in India is already, I have covered many tutorials about the nitrates that is found in the water level. So I am just giving a brief view of just the just the data and facts that I've already mentioned here. Basically, here is about the nitrates level. Nitrates, excessive nitrates in groundwater, like 359 in 2017. Here it is mentioned to 440 in the district having excessive nitrogen. And what is when the its content is 45 mg per liter more, then it is defined as excessive nitrate in water. Okay, so there was a about the 15,239 groundwater that samples collected, and across 19.8% sample had nitrates, and 1308 samples were, so in which 2017 there is a 13,028 samples noted that there is a 21.6% had excessive nitrates. This is 2017 data, and this is about the 2000 recent datas, 2023 data. So here about the bigger problem with excessive nitrates are environmental. It already illustrates this basically what the it causes. Firstly, one is that it creates a two major excessive concern. One is methanoglobin, what is reduced to ability of a red blood cells to carry oxygens. First one, methanoglobinemia. Second one is that it was impacting the environments, the algal bloom, throttle, the health of aquatic ecosystem, and lakes and ponds part of. So basically what is the most common identified groundwater is dissolved nitrogen in the form of nitrates, contains quite excessive, and look for the external sources of nitrogen. Now they are generally these are quite nitrogen, and content of soil is generally low, so the find one external using the ammonium nitrates, calcium nitrates, diammonium hydrogen nitrates, and main form in which nitrogen occur in the ground. Although nitrate is the main form which is occur in the ground, dissolved in nitrogen also occur in the form of ammonia, NH4, NH3, NO2, and organic nitrogen. So which places have serious contamination? Okay, there are basically Rajasthan, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu reported the highest proportion to tested groundwater with 49%, 48%, 37%, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. 37. So the Rajasthan, MP, Gujarat have a long-standing nitrate problem, with relative to constantly at a cost of since the 2017. And there was also said that there is a concern blocks in central and increasing trends in Maharashtra. Therefore the reason for Maharashtra 35.74, 35.74, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, so notable level reports. So like there is only a nitrate that is contaminated, no, But there is also in that 90.8% samples that was tested, there is excessive nitrates, but still there is 9.04% of fluoride level which is above the limit. And what are the states? Rajasthan, Haryana, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh has the maximum. Okay, then Rajasthan, Punjab, Karnataka reported the maximum number of samples with uranium. So there is arsenic, iron fluoride, uranium. These all are found in other than nitrates, or are also found in the groundwater. So basically these are state: Rajasthan, Haryana, Karnataka and Telangana. Fluoride, Rajasthan, Punjab and maximum number of samples, and Punjab report uranium. So there is 100 ppс. 100 pps. Anything that is above 330 pp, 30 pp is considered as a parts per billion. Like these samples are predominant in Rajasthan, based same name, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, where groundwater has over exploited, more water is being drawn out and replenished by rain and other means. So what is the state government in 2024? Various blocks, their extraction is 60.04%, roughly the same as it, and about 73% of blocks are in safe zone, measuring the enough to water drawn. So how the groundwater level measured? It relies on network of 26,000 groundwater that requires the technician normally measured 16 to 70,000 distal water level connected to the piezometer wells. Piezometers measure the groundwater level and centralize the location, and there was a 26 to 40,000 which this was authorized by CGW, Central Ground Water Board. Already I have mentioned the serious problem, like the 67,000 distal required monitor ground water dynamics. So the moving to the next is the civil operators told the ground Dhruv copters after January 5 crash. There was a civil operator HL told that advised to civilian operation of helicopter Mark 3 caused the crash in a Porbandar last week identified. And there is a 3 to 4 seconds of according to helicopter industry squad. This HL spokesperson neither advisory. The border security BSF has a 6 of these choppers in fleet, and Jharkhand government also had at least one Dhruv helicopter. HL also handed one ALH in February 2023 be used by the Mauritian police force. So the Coast Guard constitute the board inquiry to an accident which is the third catch in past 2 years, and ALH Mark 3 crashed during the medical residence and 2023, and ALH of Coast Guard off to the Kochi. There was a fatalities in accident. There was a 20 crashes involving the ALH over the past 24 years. So here due to operational reasons, because of the extreme conditions, chopper flies at a high altitude and condition at night had also been concerned over control rods and graded fresh materials change with the upgraded, so that there was a spearhead by IGC, and there is a wing commander Unai Pillai, a retired former chief test pilot at HAL. There was basically the Dhruv copters crash on January 5, and was finally found by the civil operators, told to the ground advisory to the BSF, Jharkhand government, Mauritian police force. On occasion of National Youth Day, there was an article on yesterday that I already covered about the India's youth power, and here is the one thing that I want to say, that on yesterday I have said that there is a third stage. There are four stages. First one stage was that the Viksit Bharat that is going to organize by the PM Modi for the youth, so that youth got a power and they have a leadership qualities, like in which they was done by the blogs, writing speeches, what are the phases, how they were selected for the, like the here the first stage Viksit Bharat first is held on My Bharat stage about India's achievement covering the sustainable development, technology, national policy. Second stage is essay and blogs for Viksit Bharat reflecting their vision. Third stage is Viksit Bharat vision deck, the participant to present it. And fourth is the finale. The selected team will pitch their visionary solution to the Prime Minister. So the sustainable development goals were focusing the festive that incorporated workshops, seminars, and is empowered through the workshops, seminars, cultural activities, future, more inclusive future. So 2025 National Food Celebratory will feature the workshop panels, and here third take, second cultural programs, festivals that enhance the dance, theatre, folk performances. The third the take innovation with 100 themes such as Viksit Bharat festival will celebrate, such as health, education, and urban development. And fourth is the engagement with the leaders festival will facilitate. Fifth is recognition of young of the services that motivate to take the active roles in India's future. So here concluding to the today's, the future of India is bright and rest. So give me one hand, the same that line have just I written here. Believe express the Swami unlimited promises that when he said give me 100 believing young men and I will transform number one into an entire world. Swami Vivekanand. So let's have a summary of from the first. BJP Congress trade barbs over choices of CM candidates. The three more bodies retired in Assam mine. About the attempting to enroll fake voters. One that here I forgot to mention, that Nandi bridge over the Yamuna in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, shrouded the blanket in the fog area, which the Nandi bridge is showing here, how it is covered with the dense form blanket with the fog. Trapped waiting collapses as Connaught stations, sexual assault cases. The 7 special courts will be set up. Third one is about the global cities of slowest traffic. Trade union slam LTCO remarks. Fourth one is about the National Museum in Delhi going to display the artifacts. IIT Roorkee uses the degraded plastics plasticizer DHP. Seventh one is about the why is Meta shutting down the fact checkers. Eighth one is about the putting the gene editing tool CRISPR associated in Cas9. CRISPR 9. Ninth one is the groundwater contamination high in India. 10th one is about the Dhruv copter after January 5 crash, and the editorial that was discussed by yesterday. So that's for today. Tomorrow I will come with a new editorial. Till now, just stay connected, keep studying, keep hardworking. Till now, good night. Thank you and good night.